Do you suffer from creative whiplash? Oh my gosh. So I'm hanging out here at the Ovation Hollywood. We're right by the TCL theaters.
Yeah,
Chinese theater.
Dolby Theater's right behind there.
Yeah. So I'm hanging out with Harrison Berger, accomplished artist. I'll leave links down below where you can follow him on TikTok. And we're here today to talk about creative whiplash. Do you suffer from it? So Harrison, I want to hear what you think. Do you suffer from it?
I sure do.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad.
Okay.
I have too many ideas, too many things I want to try, and sometimes I feel like I can't get to all of them because there's so much fun creativity out there.
Yeah. Well, I might have the solution for you because
Okay.
I also suffer from creative whiplash. I have so many projects. I see it as a cool thing, and here's how it works for me. Maybe this will work for you. Maybe this will work for you. I don't know. We'll see. So what I do is I have so many projects going on. I have so many things I have to do, and I know sometimes it can be overwhelming. In fact, we almost named this video Creative Homer. What were we going to call it? Overwhelmed creativity, something like that. It had the word overwhelmed in it. But what I do...
Creativity overload.
Oh, creativity overload.
Yeah.
That's it. Not overwhelmed. Overload. So what works for me and what I do, what keeps me going and what keeps me really productive is there's so many projects you're working on, as long as you're working on something. So my secret is this, because I have 20 things going on at once. So I will just choose whatever sounds the most interesting, work on that, right? And put the creativity forward. You're chugging the wheels. No matter what you choose, eventually you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like I want to work on anything but this. I've been working on this for 5 hours. Please, anything but this. Okay, well, you've got 19 other things, so go to something else. The problem that I think most people have is when they get into overload and they're just like, they don't want to do it. They go right to Netflix, or they go right to the Wii, or they go to the PlayStation. Oh, no, don't do that. Choose one of the other 19 things. It almost doesn't even matter what it is. Choose it, whatever sounds most interesting. And a lot of times you'll be so kind of burned out on the one thing. You'll be like, yeah, this other thing sounds fun. I'll do that. So now you can work on that for a few hours, or maybe until you're too tired and go to bed, whatever. And then the next day, maybe it's something else. But what's going to happen, that first thing that you got burned out on, eventually that's going to be another thing where you're like, you know what? I know the other day I was like, I didn't want to work on this anymore. That actually sounds fun right now. And or maybe this new thing you started working on, you're like, but now that this new fun thing sounds great. So that is the secret to my success. I just keep moving things forward. I keep finding something to work on, and I try to not get caught up in let me just see what's on Netflix, or let me just see what's on Amazon Prime or Apple TV Plus, whatever it is. I try to keep productivity moving forward anywhere on anything, and that way the wheels are moving forward somewhere. Now sometimes you'll hit deadlines where, oh my gosh, this one thing is, this is due on Monday, so now I have no choice, and that's never fun.
That's different.
And so now you have to work on that one thing. But if you have multiple projects and the deadline for some of these or all of these are far enough in the future, you can kind of pick and choose. But see, that's where a lot of artists screw themselves. You're like, this isn't due for 2 months. I don't need to. I'll get to it when I get to it. And then 2 months away turns into 1 month away, and the next thing they know, it's due in 3 days. What? So my thing is like, you don't have to do it right now, but work on something, and eventually the thing that you're supposed to be working on, that'll be fresh and new, and you might be like, God, I don't want to work on this other. Now this sounds like it's fun. That's my secret. Does that sound like something that might work for you?
Yeah, my only question to that would be, do you feel like if you're always working on the thing that sounds interesting to you, will that one thing that isn't interesting to you never get completed?
Well, again, my secret would be, let's just call it Project A.
Okay.
You start working on that, and then you're like, I would do anything other than, I'm so tired of Project A, I don't want to work on that. Okay, so now you work on Project B. Okay, now I'm doing that. And then you get bored of Project B, you're like, I'm going to move to Project C. So now I'm working on Project C. By the time I find, whether you've got 20 projects or maybe it's just 3, let's say Project C, by the time you're bored of Project C, Project A actually sounds pretty good right now. And I don't feel like working on Project C. Now we're gonna, at least for me, that's my secret sauce. That's what keeps me. It's still kind of creative whiplash because you're moving from project to project, but I see it as a positive that for the most part, I'm able to do it so that I am never bored.
Yeah. The one thing that I'm playing with is, and I would love to know what you think, is right now I'm stuck on a project, a big painting, and it's becoming multi-medium because I feel like I need something different to spice it up. So it's all oil paint, and now I decided to use yarn to enhance it and make it look like an animal's really furry.
That's cool.
And so far it's been helping because I'm trying to incorporate a different technique maybe to help me break the cycle of it's just oil paint or it's just this one medium. So
interesting.
Yeah, have you done that before?
I have not, but I have something new brewing that I haven't talked about yet coming up, where I might be experimenting with some things like that, some things on YouTube. I know it sounds crazy,
look out for that.
But you're starting to speak my language a little bit. So you're something soon where I will have a better answer to that question coming soon.
Well, then I'm going to check back in.
Yeah, awesome. All right, Creative Whiplash, try to find a way for it, instead of working against you, try to find a way for it to work in your favor. All right, that's all I got for now.
Awesome.
What's your catchphrase again?
Stay creative.
All right, I love it. See ya.